also a member of the Liberistas who actually started this movement, who are from Guatemala. He represents a large Guatemalan community in his district. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. I want to shout out to Josefa and Claudia from the city. They really shine a light on the plight of these workers who are always essential. But the pandemic, if there's one or two good things that came out of the pandemic, it was reminding people about the human beings behind these apps, the human beings behind the immediacy of technology. We're all New Yorkers. I got no time. I got to be somewhere too. We're all busy. We're all in a rush. I order my taco. I want it by the time I hang up my phone. There's a human being who's got to make that taco. There's a human being who's going to deliver that food to my family. And that's what this pandemic has reminded us, that these workers have always been essential. But it's reminded us of the people that were there for us in the darkest days of this pandemic, were the deliveristas. So let's not forget, this is a huge moment. This is truly a worker revolution. This is a sea change in the policy and protections for these workers. But it came from the workers, by the workers, for the workers. All we did as lawmakers were the vessel for these changes. These workers came to me and Carlina and Carlos, and they told us what they were dealing with day by day. They told us about this struggle that no one knew about. All we know about is when we click on that app, we want the food. We don't think about the families and the people that make this happen. And these big businesses, these $1 million apps, were getting rich off the backs and the bicycles of these workers. And we exposed that. And they came to us and they tried to dilute this the whole way. And we said, no, we're not going to dilute this. We've got a moment here to change this. We're going to make these laws strong. And now we got to make sure that these laws are enforced. So this is a huge day. Thank you to the city, to the reporters that really shined a light on this plight. And thank you to Workers' Justice. Thank you.
And before Carlina, I want to introduce also a powerful leader from the African delivery community. I want to call on Musa Koma. Musa Koma, I have to share. Musa is one of the deliveristas who gathered here last year on April. And I remember he brought his brothers and all his family members, and he was the one who said, we have to be on the front, carry that deliverista flag together, because we need to unite. And New York City needs to understand that the 65,000 deliveristas is one of the most diverse workforce that keeps the city running. And Kumar is one of the leaders who has been organizing and mobilizing the African delivery community. Welcome, Kumar. Yeah.
My name is Musa Kuma. I'm from Mali. I'm West African. Also, I live in the Bronx. I'm an essential worker and have been serving this city for past 2 years. Since the pandemic hit this country, we become the caregiver of all New Yorkers. We are the ones in the street delivering your medicine, your grocery, your warm meals, so all you can recover and stay safe. Despite all our sacrifices, we are not protected as essential workers. We have been risking our lives to deliver food and medicine. Many of our people have died doing this work. During the pandemic, the government helped the companies instead of us, the people. Many of these apps did nothing to protect us or to take care of us when we got injuries or got sick from doing this job. These apps are unfair, disconnecting, and mistreating us. Instead of recognizing us for delivering food during the snowstorms or floods, some apps like DoorDash and Uber Eats are disconnecting our account. In case of accident too, or if someone dies they don't want to take any responsibility. It's not fair that they treat us this way. We are essential but unprotected. This is why we decided to take the street and organize. We got tired of being treated less than a human being. We took a big step in uniting our voices and coming together as one movement. As the Delivery Worker United today, our voices are being heard with support of people who value our sacrifices. We want new rights, but still more changes are needed. We will keep fighting and organizing. Nothing will stop this movement. God bless our union. God bless all essential workers. Thank you.
He said it right, and he said, God bless our union. Believe it or not, that's how they have become in New York City. But this would have not been possible without another bill sponsor, and that's Carlina Rivera.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I just want to thank Leah. You are certainly our inspiration. And please do not forget the women in this movement as well. The organizers, all the organizing that has gone into it. And I know that we're here to fight for worker justice, to make sure that we're all in this together. But just a reminder of what these deliveristas go through. Remember, waist deep flood waters to bring you your hot meal, your neighbor's medicine, violent attacks, theft, and even death. Many of them are not here to celebrate this moment with us. And so this is our obligation, is policy making with the foundation of immigrant, environmental, disability, and gender justice. That is why we are here today. We have an obligation to respond. So when you think about a worker, imagine if you were deprived of the basic necessity of going to the bathroom. Imagine the indignity. That should never be allowed anywhere, let alone the greatest city on earth.
That's right. That's right.
So we took their stories and their experiences and we turned it into historic legislation that we hope and that we know will set the standard for the rest of the country. These are the leaders of their community. They are the ones that are making change. Ustedes son los líderes de su comunidad, de este movimiento, 100%. 100% you're the leaders of this movement. So I want to thank you for including me, for making me a small part of this, and to always say pa'lante, move forward. ¡Sí se puede! ¡Se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
We're about to end and close, and one of the things that the Deliveristas want to do is take a historic picture, so please get ready. So before ending, one of the beautiful things about this movement is how movements are coming together to understand that there's not many movements, there's only one movement. And we're all fighting for the same cause. And I want to welcome Alexa Jacob from Sunrise Movement. Is Alexa here? Woo! Come, Alexa.
Sorry. How's it going?
Welcome.
Thank you. Let me pull up my... Awesome. So my name is Alexa Jacob, and I'm here at the Sunrise Movement New York City chapter. Yeah, the Sunrise Movement is a group of young people. We're fighting to stop climate change and create millions of good jobs in the process. So I want to thank BTF from Worker Justice Project for inviting me here today. When we talk about climate change, we talk about a just transition, which is transitioning from a world in which our world now to a world in which workers have justice and we are all living in a way that is more sustainable. We believe that climate justice is linked to every other kind of justice. So that means worker justice, gender justice, disability justice, and climate justice. Many issues that Deliveristas face are also climate issues. So safe biking infrastructure allows Deliveristas to be safe on the job, and it allows all New Yorkers to travel in a low-carbon way. Hazard pay helps compensate workers for working during more and more extreme weather caused by climate change. So I was able to come to one of your bike tune-ups a few weeks ago in Corona, and I saw the community that you guys have built. It's amazing. I got to meet Sammy and Manny and DJ and Gustavo, and I think that this is the kind of community that we need to build to be resilient against climate change. This is the kind of way we can support each other through crises, and it's a model for other communities. So I just want to say congratulations on winning these rights. I know it was a really hard-fought battle, and organizing made it possible. So congratulations, everyone, and let's get it done.
Okay, so I just want to end this by saying this is the beginning of something much bigger. And what these workers want is a union. And that's what they're building the pathway to become their own union. So the fight isn't over. And we're so excited to continue organizing and transforming this job into a profession. One of the most important things that you need to understand is that they love this job. They're passionate about this job. And they want this job to become their profession. A profession that is dignified, that is well paid, and is well respected. And we look forward to doing that with all of you. And especially I want to say that the Liberistas are super excited about the incredible new generation of women city council members that are in the front lines. And they're counting on you. And I know Shaker. And also Progressive Men that really are taking this step to fight back for our people, take back our city, dignify every job, every profession that is out there, and we're looking forward. So thank you so much to every city council member, Alexa, Shahana, Gelbroy, Julie Menin, Shaker, I know Tiffany Caban is here, Rita, Crystal. I also want to say a special thank you to Jomani and Shamila, who are also our co-sponsors of the bills. We wouldn't have not been here without you. And also, I want to encourage you to keep supporting, to keep amplifying, to keep aligning with the movement. And we're going to make history and show the rest of the country that it is possible to win protections, guarantee essential rights to delivery workers. Deliberistas unidos jamás serán vencidos. Deliberistas unidos jamás serán vencidos. And she as well. So, the Liberistas want a historic picture. So we want to make sure that this picture it's the beginning of in the making of history. So let's line up. I know. Yeah.